Witam wszystkich, zapraszam do oglądania Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. Dalej sobie zaczniemy od zadań związanych z zaklęciami. Czyli tak, zaczniemy sobie od zakupu jednego przedmiotu potrzebnego nam do zadania. Jest to tutaj ten napar gazowy. Będziemy musieli użyć w walce. Teraz tak. Mamy tutaj zdobądź i wypróbuj mandragorę przeciwko kilku wrogom. I tutaj mamy kolejne zadanie, poćwicz latanie przy wieży. To na razie zostawimy. Zdobądź i wypróbuj napój gazowy przeciwko kilku wrogom. Ok. Czyli teraz musimy znaleźć wrogów. I tak, zacznijmy od mandragory.
Revelio.
Słychać kogoś tam i widać, ale ja bym chciał... O, tutaj.
Assignment's all finished.
Dobra. Teraz Zir. Teraz zobaczmy, jaki jest efekt. Ok. Udaj się na zajęcia z zielarstwa. Ok, świetnie. I wróć do profesora Sharpa. Bardzo dobrze. Ok. Czyli zajęcia najpierw.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
Tutaj tak. O proszę. Centralnie obok. No fajnie. Zawsze lubię, jak nowy czar zdobywamy.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Okej.
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How
lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd...
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out.
Tak,
Well,
ale czy
he
to
never cared,
skipnie czas? Nie.
really cared for the plants.
Tam
and
było
they
trzeba
could sense
R3
it.
przytrzymać.
You'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into... Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my... Lovely speaking with you.
Dobra,
Oh, and remember,
uciekajmy.
be kind.
Możesz przyspieszyć upływ czasu, otwierając mapę. Poczekaj, aby przesunąć czas. Tak.
Wonderful to see you again.
Okej. Mamy
Revelio.
wrócić do niej. I zagadać.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be
Poproszę
too.
o czar.
I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
No, nareszcie. Bardzo ważny czar. A, i możemy teraz przenosić.
Well done!
Stopmy tutaj, dobra.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
No, fajnie, fajnie.
Revelio.
To teraz jak zdobyliśmy jeden czar, jeszcze zdobądźmy kolejny. A, możemy...
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Zdobądźmy kolejny za chwilę. Okej, spójrzmy na zadania. Teraz to zadanie. Jak daleko? Dosyć daleko.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Diffindo.
Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
To z ogniem, tak?
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would...
Przycina obiekty, fajnie. To jakby tu teraz... Tu znikanie, tu to... Mało tych miejsc, trzeba było powiększyć ekwipunek jak najszybciej. Dobra, na razie wstawmy tutaj.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
O, fajne. Okej, co dalej? Mamy teraz tutaj latanie i tutaj użyć depulso. To może już zostawimy na kolejny odcinek, a teraz zajmiemy się zadaniem głównym. Czyli stąd musimy wystartować. Okej. Może zaczepimy o jakieś zadanie Merlina, łamigłówkę Merlina przy okazji.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Tutaj aż.
Revelio.
Tu jakaś skrzynia została. Aha, bo zamek. Ale pierwszego poziomu.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Okej. Gorsze rzeczy. Trochę kasy. I tyle. I żadnej strony. Dobra, lecimy dalej. O, tutaj te balony od razu. Tutaj trzeba było chyba poćwiczyć. Skoro jesteśmy, to zaliczmy. 5 trzeba, tak? Drugi. Trzeci. Czwarty i piąty. Ale nie zalicza nam tego. Dziwne, okej, mniejsza o to. Lecimy dalej. Tu jakieś płomienie fiu, żeby znaleźć. O właśnie. O właśnie. Dobra. Tutaj ile rzeczy. Okej. Wylądujmy.
Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Abandoned.
Udało się. Kolejne zadanie zaliczyć.
Had enough?
Kurczę,
Pay for your deeds. You've made a grave mistake.
jeszcze ktoś?
Nobody will believe I defeated it.
No, niezła walka. Fajny ten eliksir, jak fajnie nasza postać wyglądała przez chwilę.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Być
Could it
może
be
nie będę wiedział,
a Merlin trial?
co zrobić kolejny raz.
Defender. Wingardium Leviosa.
O!
Propulsor. Defender. Wingardium Leviosa.
Zaraz to są jakieś symbole.
Propulsor. Wingardium Leviosa.
Żeby inaczej. Żeby tu... Jest depulso.
Propulsor. Revelio.
Tutaj jeszcze coś jest.
Wingardium Leviosa. Propulsor.
Like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo. Once you've completed the necessary
Flipendo.
tasks, come and find
O,
me in the
proszę.
greenhouse.
Właśnie dostaliśmy wiadomość, że będzie potrzebne nam flipendo, czyli nowy czar. Ale to fajnie się wszystko odkrywa. No właśnie. Wyhoduj i zbierz ślas. Zdobądź wszystkie 3 rośliny bojowe, a potem jednocześnie je wypróbuj. Okej. To teraz tak, tutaj coś się odblokowało. Weź udział w zajęciach z wróżbiarstwa w trakcie dnia. No dobra, lecimy. Z flipendo jest związane też osiągnięcie za obrócenie 10 razy krowy.
Revelio.
Okej, może przenieśmy się jednak. Miałem robić tamto zadanie, ale jednak zrezygnujemy na razie. Okej. Czasami jeszcze ciężko jest mi mimo wszystko się posługiwać tą mapką. Okej, czyli tak.
Revelio.
Biegniemy na zajęcia z wróżbiarstwa.
I'd better keep an eye on high
O,
places around the
kolejny
school for
płomień
Zenobia's
Q.
gobstones.
Ja tutaj chyba nigdy nawet nie byłem. Na pewno tu nigdy nie byłem.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Revelio.
Okej, musimy teraz zagadać jeszcze z
What
profesorką.
do we have here?
I hope those
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exempt.
Okej, no
and
i
if
czar
that
poproszę.
performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic
właśnie.
towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Moc. Nie zadaje bezpośrednio obrażeń, lecz obiekty i wrogowie uderzający w ziemię otrzymują przy tym spore obrażenia. Coś takiego, uderzenie o ziemię. Kurde, ile już tych czarów.
Revelio.
O, strona. Mam przyćwiczyć, tak?
December! Excellent! I think you have it.
Revelio.
Okej. Zobaczmy, co dalej. Tutaj latanie. Może zacznijmy to zadanie. Jednak. Już nie będę żadnych znajdziek szukał, tylko polecimy do zadania.
Inconvenient travel was before I invented fluid.
Wszędzie te balony widać. Co chwilę. Tutaj też.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Dobra, rozwalmy, skoro już widzimy.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Kolejne niżej. Motyl. Ale tak jak mówiłem, nie chcę już znajdźki ingerować za bardzo.
How
Jesteśmy.
nice of you to stop by.
Przydałby się jakiś płomień, fiu.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts.
You made it.
Jest płomień, fiu. Pięknie.
What are you up?
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
No dobra, wejdźmy na górę i zagadajmy do typka. Do Sebastiana.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
No to prowadź. Gdzie ten twój wujas? I co on chce
Feldcroft
od nas?
used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Revelio.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Okej.
Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Ona jakaś chora, tak?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Revelio.
On potrzebuje moment samotności. O, właśnie. No tutaj stronka zaznaczona. Co masz na sprzedaż
Hello, nice
ciekawego,
to meet you.
gościu?
Welcome.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
Futra? Nie ciekawi mnie to. Więc polecimy sobie dalej, tylko jeszcze
Revelio.
tutaj mamy w środku jakąś skrzynię. Nie, jest coś. Trójka.
Revelio.
Okej, jeszcze zajrzę tutaj do tych skrzyń i wracam zagadać z nimi. Aha, zajrzę. Nie zajrzę. Ale jest jeszcze stronka.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he
A co
doesn't stop.
trzeba zrobić, że tak powiem?
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Okej.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Nie ma za co. Ja może tylko ukradnę najpierw.
Revelio.
Nie jest z czego. Nie ma z czego nawet.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting
To
tired.
tylko
I
tyle?
should
Mamy
probably rest.
pogadać?
Thank you for stopping by.
I wytłumaczyć?
I wish you well.
Nie wiem.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Prowadź.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Mało eliksirów mam, ale może będzie okej.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Żeby jeszcze jedno miejsce na 4 czary odblokować.
Dig through this rubble. Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Depulso! Confringo! Levioso!
Co my jeszcze możemy... O właśnie. Tutaj to wstawimy. No, jakie ładne.
Confringo!
I won't rest.
Confringo!
Rather unwise coming back this way. Let's get this over.
Protego! Expelliarmus!
No!
Confringo!
Ostro.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You've made your last
Jeszcze jeden.
mistake. Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
Jakiś mocniejszy.
Hit it all.
Confringo!
You don't know who your experience is. Beautiful. Truly.
Confringo!
Let me go at once.
Defendo! Depulso! Descendo!
This is
Defender!
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus!
No! One less human to worry about.
Confringo!
No, jest ciekawie. Muszę przyznać. Niezła walka.
I don't have time for this.
Nie masz czasu na to? No co ty nie powiesz?
I won't rest.
Expelliarmus!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
A masz swoim toporkiem. A masz jeszcze tym. I starożytną zakończmy.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for.
Fajnie się walczy. Tylko przydałoby się rozwinąć ten inwentarz. Jak najszybciej tym się zająć. Ponieważ brakuje miejsca na czary.
Revelio!
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a
Jakieś
child
zaklęcie,
wandering
no.
by. What were they trying
Może
to
uda
hide?
nam się to
My thoughts
zdjąć.
exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to
Żądli
learn
bąka?
what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Coś tutaj ukrywają.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was
Coś
a
tutaj
Hogwarts professor
jest.
lived here once. I've heard the goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
Dalej, szukajmy, dalej. Badajmy teren.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Ten
Give me a
widok?
moment. I'll explain in a second.
Ja sobie tego nie przypominam.
Revelio!
Ale badajmy dalej.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Że mielibyśmy naprawić.
Confringo! Reparo! Revelio!
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a
widzieliśmy
drought.
to we
The keepers have shown me
wspomnieniach.
other memories as well.
Okej.
The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library?
Nie.
I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, And this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
O, kto to?
A journal entry of Isadora's.
Wpisy do dziennika.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
I musimy zebrać wszystkie te wpisy?
Revelio.
Nie. Musimy dalej zbadać tę piwnicę lepiej.
Confringo.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens.
Confringo. Revelio.
Rozmawiaj z Sebastianem, okej.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Mamy przejście do krypty.
Why would the
Gdzie
door
my
lead us
jesteśmy w
here?
szkole?
Sebastian, look.
Ściana. Jakiś fragment.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if
Revelio.
something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient?
Być może,
I can't be
być
sure,
może.
of course, but
Zobaczymy, no.
I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to...
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Woman has just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cieniu would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
No i dobra, zadanie zostało ukończone, dlatego ja również sobie w tym momencie zakończę ten materiał. Jeżeli film Ci się podobał, zostaw lajka, zostaw komentarz, zapraszam również do subskrybowania kanału. Dzięki za oglądanie i pozdrawiam.